Hello there and welcome to my channel Novice Modelling in Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy and today we're going to be looking at my Matchbox Gloster Gladiator in 172 scale, which is kit number PK-8. And as per normal, we're going to have a look at the parts, the decals, the instructions, these couple of little extra things that came with it. And I'm also going to be having a quick nose at my extra decal Gloster Gladiator set of Aftermarket decals that I've got hold of and try to explain why. So first off, we're going to just have a brief look at the history of the Gloster Gladiator, because why the hell not? There isn't actually any information provided by Matchbox, so we're going to be referring to just the first paragraph of Wikipedia, so it'll only take a minute. The Gloster Gladiator is a British biplane fighter. It was used by the Royal Air Force, RAF and the Fleet Air Arm as the Sea Gladiator variant, and was exported to a number of other air forces during the late 1930s. Developed privately as the Gloster SS-37, it was the RAF's last biplane fighter aircraft and was rendered obsolescent by newer monoplane designs even as it was being introduced. Though often pitted against more advanced fighters during the early days of the Second World War, it had acquitted itself reasonably well in combat. The Gladiator saw action in almost all theatres during the Second World War, with a large number of air forces, some of them on the Axis side. The RAF used it in France, Norway, Greece, the defence of Malta, the Middle East and the brief Anglo-Iraqi War, during which the Royal Iraqi Air Force was similarly equipped. Other countries deploying the Gladiator included China against Japan, beginning in 1938, Finland along with Swedish volunteers against the Soviet Union in the Winter War and the Continuation War. Sweden as a neutral non-combatant, although Swedish volunteers fought for Finland against the USSR, and Norway, Belgium, Greece resisting Axis invasions of their respected lands. So the actual total number of these built according to Wiki was 747. And the last operator apparently was Portugal, who retired in 1953. And just scrolling down to the actual list of operators, it's Australia, Belgium, Republic of China nationalists, Egypt, Free France, Finland, Germany operating captured Latvian and Lithuanian ones, Greece, Iraq, Ireland, Lithuania, Norway, Portugal, Romania, South Africa, Soviet Union, Sweden and the United Kingdom. So it certainly got around for the 747 units that were produced. So let's have a look at the instruction sheet, which is in Chinese, I've noticed, which is kind of interesting. So I'm kind of guessing this was maybe produced in Hong Kong or Taiwan or somewhere. There is no English on this at all, which is kind of fascinating. It doesn't say the country of origin on the box, incidentally, so I did actually have a quick nose. So as you can see, it's a pretty basic little thing to put together. Section 1 here, we're going to put the pilot in his seat onto the cockpit floor. Section 2, we're going to put that into the fuselage. Section 3, we're going to look at the tail and rudder assembly. Section 4, we're going to put the front of the engine on. And then we're going to put the engine in Section 5. Section 6, the bottom wings and the cockpit canopy go on. And in Section 7, we put the top wings and the wing struts in place. In Section 8, we're going to be looking at putting the engine onto the front and sticking our undercarriage on. And that's basically it, apart from a bunch of Chinese writing. I don't know, I don't understand. And then hopefully at the end, we'll end up with something like this. And as you can see, you get two decal options on this. The first one being RAF number 73 Fighter Squadron based in Digby, 1938. And the second one, this one, Kungao Survey Fligoffitage, 8th Royal Swedish Air Force, formed at Barkarby in 1938. And we get decals for both of those. To give you a brief idea of the history of this kind of interesting little kit, the original tooling for this was created by Matchbox in 1973. It then went through a load of reboxings where a new box or box alterations were done in 1974, 75, 82, 83, 92 and 98. So I'm going to hazard a guess that this is the 92 version, because we got this little sticker here which says 1995 on it, and this is a sort of quality control label. Revell took this over in 2010 and put it in their own box, as they normally do. Price wise, I paid £14 for this with another kit. On eBay, generally they sort of go for the £13 to £20 mark. Obviously you can pick them up cheaper on, you know, occasionally, and they go as high as 25, which is kind of odd, I think. The Revell one seems to be really hard to get hold of. I could only find one in the completed listings, and that went for £6.95 plus £3 in postage. So what do we get with the kit? We get two basic sprues, one in white and one in grey. And as we can see, the detail on this is pretty good, I think. You know, it's not bad. We can see a lot of detail on the actual fuselage. It's got indented panel lines, not raised, which is always a good thing. It is quite small. It's not much bigger than my thumb at the end of the day. We can see here we have some of the struts for the wings. We have the engine compartment. It's probably a bit of the underside. We have the engine housing fitting here and here. That's going to be our cockpit floor. There's our rudder, and there's the other part of our fuselage. So it looks pretty decent, I think, for something that's based on a moulding from 50 years ago or so. Here we have the second sprue, which contains our wings. The wing surfaces are nice. I mean, I'm thinking this is a fabric covered aircraft. I'm not 100% certain. And you can see a nice load of detail on the wing surfaces. The engine is looking pretty good. The figure looks pretty good also, in my opinion. He's got a good amount of detail on him. We've got a basic seat. We've got our two parts of the tail. Again, they've got some detail on them, which is nice. We've got a twin-bladed propeller, a couple of wheels, and I think these are parts of the undercarriage. Possibly. Not 100% certain. Oh no, this is the undercarriage here. That's what that is. That's the undercarriage there. And we have our upper wing surface, our lower wing surface, which again has got a nice amount of detail going on. We can see some potential for all access panels there, maybe. Not exactly certain. And they're the 2 points for mounting the struts. Underside, again, nice attention to detail on the wings. So I think this is a pretty good little kit, to be honest with you. I haven't got any complaints with it. And again, there you've got some good detail going on as well. Now this, like you've seen previously, came with this little quality control stamp from 1995 in Chinese. It also comes with a tube of glue, which I'm kind of guessing is useless. And we get our cockpit canopy as well for painting up. As per Matchbox of the era, it looks a bit chunky, but never mind. We also get the two sets of decals, one for the Swedish Air Force, which we can see here, which is potentially going to be the way I'm going to go with this one. And we get some RAF roundels with flashes. The blue looks a little bit pale to me, but I'm not 100% certain. So moving on to the extra decal set that I've got for Gloster Gladiators, because I do kind of like doing the smaller European air forces of the World War II era and there or thereabouts. I picked one of these up because I have got a bunch of Gloster Gladiators by a variety of other manufacturers, and most of them do come with just the standard RAF markings, but some come with, like this one, Swedish and other interesting ones as well. But I decided to pick this set up. As we can see, I've pinched a couple of Finnish roundels for something else because I need them. And this comes with Greek, French, Egyptian, Chinese nationalist and the Finnish, and a bunch of excuse me, RAF sort of standard roundels as well. So let's just have a quick look at the actual decal setup. So here we can see the Chinese nationalist one done in green. We have two Finnish options, one with this interesting logo on it. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be. We have a sort of standard Finnish with the crooked crosses on, and there's our wing surfaces and top views. We also get this is an RAF one in Egypt. We get a Greek Air Force 1940 We get a French Air Force early 1942, and we get this Egyptian one as well. So that gives us some interesting options. So we also get a whole bunch of other RAF ones here. This one's Egypt, Kenley. This one's in Malta. Where's this one? This one's in the Sudan. Sorry, that one's in the Sudan and that one's in Malta. So it comes. There's loads of ways you can paint this up. You don't have to just go for the standard RAF finish. So there we go. That's my little thing pretty much rounded up. Building wise, this might come up pretty shortly, to be honest with you, because I do kind of want to get onto some of the interesting variations you can do the Gladiator in. So please do check out the channel in the future, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And we will always appreciate new subscribers and your comments. Please do drop us a comment, and we do actually try quite laboriously to reply to all comments in some method. Not always straight away, as because obviously that's not always possible, but we do rather enjoy engaging with you guys and some irreverent banter in the comment section. So please do remember that, and we'll be returning shortly to building some more kits, though there will be a few more what's in the boxes to go through this week while I'm in work. Please do remember to check out the playlist. There will be a link in the bottom where you can get access to the 200 odd 172 what's in the boxes I've done, and sorry, 172 and 135 what's in the boxes I've done. There's plenty of interesting things for you to have a quick look at there, and you might find a kit that you want to actually purchase yourself. So as always, thanks very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and be seeing you. Oh, turn off.